Hello, beautiful gems. It's Sanav. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Yesterday was World Mental Health Day. I did a great video. Go out, please, and check out that video. Self-care, mental health awareness. Mental health is so important. And mental health is not just having a mental illness. It's your emotional health, your spiritual health. I mean, if you're stressed out, upset, full of anxiety, depressed, then that's your mental health. And so mental health is really important. What I want you to do is subscribe. Be sure to subscribe, like this video, give me a thumbs up, and join the family. We're good people over here. And be sure to share the video with all of your friends. All right, guys, so here to talk about something very important. And that is how y'all like my accent. I've been watching, y'all know I've been watching these videos, Nollywood, so Nigerian videos. So yeah, so I've been working on my accent. So I wanted to come and talk to you about what to do when you are frustrated or upset. When you're frustrated, angry, upset, what do you do? What do you do during those times? So I want to talk to you about that. It's a very important subject. Who doesn't get frustrated and upset from time to time? But the important thing is that don't let the sun go down on your anger, right? The important thing is how you react to it or the person or the situation that's going on. That's the important thing. So I got a couple of tips, as you know, about what to do when you're upset. Now, we all get upset, whether it's work, it's family, kids, spouses. We all run into situations that upset us, that throw us off kilter, that make us go, what in the world is going on? What were they thinking when they did that? And so how do you react? What do you do? Um, and so I have had to learn in my life, when I get upset, when I get angry, you know, what I've had to learn to do is to first close my mouth and think, honey, think. Ooh, and breathe before I say a word out of my mouth, because my mouth will get me in trouble. And so the older I get, the more mellow I get. Now, my husband knows I'm getting more mellow. My kids, I don't know. I think they do. I think they see that I'm getting more and more mellow, because what your girl used to do. Don't make me mad, cause please, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Don't make me mad, cause I'll step off. I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna be yes, and and saying a few things. Cause I was already raised by a sailor, so I got some words and some bags in my trick, and some tricks in my bags. You know what I'm saying? So what I had to learn to do was really take care of myself, right? This is all about self-care. So when I let other people make me that angry and that upset and raise my blood pressure and come out of my cool, no, I'm staying in my cool. You can't bring me out my cool. So what I had to learn to do was to figure out, what did I want to be in the world? Who did I want to show up as in the world? And so I'll ask you, who do you want to show up as the world and show up as in the world? Do you want to show up as mean, mad, angry? As African American women, we have been labeled angry, mad black woman. You know what I'm saying? You've heard that so many times before. And as women, sometimes in general, we come off a certain way, mature, and, we put our foot down, put our heels down, you know what I'm saying, girls? And people think, oh, and they're so quick and ready to call us, itch, you know what I'm saying? Or itches, you know what I'm saying? But really, we're just putting our foot down. So there is a difference, and there is a time when you stand your ground and you say what you have to say, but how are you going to say it? And what words will you use? Communication is so important. It's the key. It's the word words you use, the language, the way you use them, your facial expression when you say it, your body language, you know, because sometimes your body language gives away. You'll be like, I ain't upset. Okay, right? And all of that was going on was saying, she upset, right? We're upset. We ain't cool. We ain't ready. So God wants to give you, the universe spirit wants to give you so many exciting and amazing opportunities, but are you ready? And part of that being ready is your attitude. And so we have to learn to deal with disappointment, anger, and frustration, right? Because it's a part of life. Not every day is Sunday, as my grandma used to say. Not every day is going to go your way. Not every day is going to go exactly how you want it to go. So the main thing, right, is the main thing. And what's that? Is keeping yourself together, keeping yourself cool at all times. And so one of the first things that I've learned to do, and I'm going to add to this as I go along, because I always feel like I get a lot of really great inspiration. Get my favorite writing pen when I talk to you guys. Right, my wand, the queen is here. But I feel like I always get a lot of inspiration and downloads from God, the angels. Universe is constantly speaking whenever I'm talking to you guys. That's why I love talking to you so much, because God has so many wonderful things that he wants to share with you and to say to you. And I'm happy to be a vessel, happy to be a mouthpiece, and to allow God to work through me and to work through our time together. Because in your comments, we further the conversation. So please leave a comment. We further this conversation and God works through you. I learned something. You guys listen to the video and you guys learn something. And it's just a constant giving and receiving and giving and receiving. And together we build this amazing self-love community where we're rocking it, bosses. You know what I'm saying? On every level, in every way. And so this is great tips. I talked to my husband about this before I sat down to do this video, and so he's got some amazing tips in here as well, and we put these together, and so I'm gonna share these. There are things that I've learned, some of the things he's taught me over time. So these are great events for guys and for you ladies out there. Be sure, if you know someone who's had an anger problem, be sure to share this video with someone that you love, someone who could really use this video. Even if it's someone who's quiet all the time and never says anything, sometimes people who are quiet actually are fuming on the inside. So I think these tips will be helpful to anyone. So yeah, because we all go through difficult situations with crazy people. Make us angry. All right, we're going to blame it on other people, right? All right, so here we go. One, my husband said this. He said the first thing you have to do is acknowledge that you got an attitude. Acknowledge that you're angry, right? Acknowledge that it bothered you, that it got next to your skin. Because, you know, sometimes people snap at us or say things, and you know what we do? We say, didn't bother me. Then you talk about it the whole day, or you're quiet the rest of the day. And so we know that something happened, and as soon as you get home, you walk through the door, your hubby or your spouse or your wife, your girlfriend, significant other, your boyfriend, your boo, your children, they say, hey, what's wrong? Because you can see it all over your face. It's written all over your face. All right, you can see it all over your face. So they're like, what's wrong? What happened? I mean, you get in the elevator with a stranger, and it's all over your face. Right, it's all over your face. I got that mad face down. Yeah, did y'all see the little baby on? Okay, I digress. But did y'all see the little baby on Facebook, or was it YouTube, Instagram, making the mad face? Oh, so cute, adorable little girl. All right. So the first thing you have to do is can you even not acknowledge? Just acknowledge that somebody said something, they snapped at you, and it hurt your feelings. It bothered you. Use whatever word you want, adjective, adverb you want to put in there. Very much. Yeah, a lot. Go ahead, put those things, adjectives and adverbs. Go ahead and put them in there. that you were bothered, whatever verb you want to use, that you were bothered, that it irritated you, right? That you were frustrated by this continuous attitude that this certain person has towards you, whether it's your boss, a coworker, a friend, a spouse, whatever, right? Siblings. Oh gosh. I watch my children all the time. Children all of the time. This sibling rivalry stuff is real, and siblings can get on each other's nerves and hit the correct right nerve so quickly. They can do it, right? And spouses can too. So it's okay. First, my name is Sanal, and that bothered me, right? Whatever your name is, we have to be able to acknowledge that we were bothered, that we were frustrated, whatever word you want to use, okay? Drop it in there and drop some things in below. Acknowledge it, all right? Then the next thing you have to do is to be quiet, right? Be quiet before you speak. Smile. Or just, interesting. Before you speak, before you change your facial expression, right? Got to put on that poker face. Take a moment and be quiet, right? Be silent. And I know that's hard to do because it's hard for me to do, but I have had to learn to be, before I say the wrong thing, come out the wrong way. Putting verbs, adverbs, and pronouns and all those other things together, I have to be silent because it gives myself a little time to think, what do I really want to say? How do I really want to approach this, right? Do I really want to say something now? I want to say something later. All right. Okay. Oh. I like to do that a lot. Oh, okay. Okay. And walk away, right? Because there are a lot of times, and I know, we know that we don't need to speak. We don't even need to acknowledge what the person has done or said in that moment. Not right now. Well, what do you feel about that? Okay. Let me think about it. I don't know. Let me think about it. Not quite sure right now. Okay? And there are times when you do need to address something right in the moment. And you might need to say, okay, stop. Or we're not going to discuss this right now. Let's discuss that later. Okay? Hey, can we set up a meeting to discuss this a little bit later, discuss this more? Or you might need to not write the email right then, right? Oh gosh, when I worked outside, people used to hate getting emails from me. I know they did, because I would go off, way off. And so I had to learn. My boss said to me sometime, you were right. You were correct. But did it need to be said? And I had to think about that. And I was right. And the person was wrong, real wrong. Really, really wrong. But when I got through, but it was a mistake. And we all did it. And she said, she laughed because she said, I've done it. And everyone in this department has done it. And the talk that you're getting right now, I have given this to everyone in the department because we had to deal with so many different people. And there were certain departments, that were very antagonistic. And she was like, and I had to, deal with certain departments. And even, I had to have the talk. My boss had to have the talk with me. It's okay, right? So it's not the end of the world. We just have to learn how to be smart. Okay, we have to learn how to watch our feelings and emotions so that we're not stressing our own selves out. My husband used to say all the time, I would get, when we first got married, you get upset about whatever, anything, or you're dating, you get upset about anything. Once you get past the honeymoon period, then there's the fight period. And he would be like, you making yourself upset. I'll be fussing 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm still fussing over whatever. I don't even know. You moved the you moved the remote. Or you did this, right? And he'd be like, you making yourself upset. Well, he had made me upset, but You know what I'm saying? You keep on it. You keep on. You got that personality, the type A personality. You keep on it. You keep on it. You keep on, right? Everybody else ready to go to bed. They sleep. You still. Okay. So I had to learn to be quiet and let them think. Let them wonder. What is she thinking? Because she was smiling when I left. Thank you so much for sharing that. Maybe we'll talk about it later. That's what I had to learn how to do. All right, so then what do you? Then you have to think about while you're in this silence. Do I? What am I saying to myself? Right? What am I even saying to myself? Because sometimes that inner self-talk, she shouldn't have did this and he shouldn't have did this. You worse than your girlfriends. That's why you need to be silent for a moment. Don't tell anybody. Say for a moment, maybe 5 minutes, okay? 5 seconds. Just get yourself together, boo. Get yourself together. Faucets, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful gems. Get yourself. Don't let them see you sweat. Get yourself together. And so that inner self-talk, that inner, she shouldn't have did this and he shouldn't have, and I can't believe it. You're saying it inside. Even if you don't say it outside, you're saying it inside. And so watch how you're, aggravating yourself, aggravating the situation, how you're aggravating, talking to yourself, talking about the situation. You're revving it up, getting yourself upset. Like my husband said, revving it up in your mind, because every time you think about it, you're ready to snap off. You get mad every time you think about it, you get mad all over again. How many of us say that, right? We get mad all over again just thinking about it. Oh, Lord. Whew. My head hurts just talking about it. And I ain't even talking about nothing. And we're not even upset about anything. So, you get what I'm saying. All right. So, and we're laughing, having fun. But y'all know, because I've been there. Y'all know, you've been there. We've been there. All right. So, then my husband said, I thought this was a great tip. Reassess the situation. Analyze it and reassess the situation. So, now we're out of the angry and the negative self-talk. Now you can breathe, right? And inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. You can breathe and take a moment, all right? Put a piece of candy in your mouth. Put a piece of gum in your mouth, right? Get you some water. Get you something to drink. I ain't talking about booze. I'm talking about water. Take you a sip and savor it. Slowly put the cap top on and sit it down. No, this is not a moment. This is not a waiting to exhale moment. We're not doing anything, right? We're not busting nobody over the head. We ain't trying to set nothing on fire. We ain't doing none of that, right? None of that, okay? None of that. So we're going to reassess the situation. What's real, okay? And what are my emotions? Even if you have to write it down on a sheet of paper, right? What's real? Got my trusty paper over here. Get your journal. What's real, okay? And what's fake? And so, guys, if this is career and work, you might want to keep this in your purse, zipped up at all times. But I want to leave it laying around. Or you might want to use codes for different things. So be smart, right? When you're making notes and doing things, not something you want to put on your computer necessarily. You might want to put it in your phone, you know what I'm saying, to make sure your boss is not on automatic send. You understand what I'm saying? So we want to be smart. But you want to know in your mind, begin to think and look at try to detach. And I talk about detachment a lot because you want to detach and pull yourself away and out of the situation. Put that, whatever happened inside of a balloon, inside of an encasement, inside of a box, put it in there and push it over to the side, like right here, away from you. This is my heart. This is my emotion. This is the thing, okay? And it's separated from me. And let it sit there over. Just put it in there. Right? Put it in the box and then let it sit there over here for a moment, right? Away from you, out of sight, out of mind. Detach yourself from it. Give yourself some breathing room. Step away from it. Step out of it, right? And see what's real. What was actually done or said Okay? In reality, and see, that's hard and that's difficult. And sometimes we're so close to something that it's difficult for us to tell what's real and what's not, what's perceived, and what was my emotion and my hurt and my pain that I brought into the situation because I have been treated a certain way in the past, or what's my triggers. Okay, so this person really didn't necessarily do anything wrong. Maybe they just stepped on one of my landmines, one of my triggers, and that set off. Because if a person is silent, then that makes me angry because my dad was always silent whenever he said something. Now, I'm just using these as an example, right? Or maybe when a person taps the desk and they're talking, right? And they just do this and they kind of, you hear that sound, they just hit their hands on, kind of hit their hands on the desk, not loudly even, just, kind of pound the desk a little bit. That makes me angry because my mom was always so angry, or someone in my family or a teacher was angry and they lashed out at me. And so now that's a trigger for me. So anytime anybody does that, it's a trigger. And maybe for that person, just putting their hands on the desk or doing that is just a way for them to release frustration. It's just a way for them to release. So we have to be careful in trying to read other people's emotions and what they're thinking, because we're not always mind readers, right? And so we have to be very, very careful when we're trying to read other people's emotions, because you might just have it wrong. You might just have it wrong. And so we want to be careful, right? That's why you want to ask somebody and say, well, when we were in the meeting the other day, what did you mean by that when you said that I could really do better? You thought, or I could do better or differently with that project. What did you really mean? Maybe it's a trigger for you because your English teacher always marked your papers up, right? And so now when anybody has correction for you or says something that's correcting or critiques you, you automatically think it's negative criticism. You don't realize that they're really for your good. Maybe it is that the person is really trying to help you and help you to be more productive, helping you to be the best that you can be. But you have to be able to take criticism. Can you take criticism? And so that's what I mean. So we have to be really, really careful so that we can separate what's real and what are our emotions. What emotions are you bringing to the table? Do you know? And so that's what I mean. Do you know where you're going to? Yeah, that's what I mean. We want to be able to take a moment. It's only when you can take a moment and you can take a step back that you begin. You see my little lady back there? You can take that moment, right, to meditate. Take a moment to have some quiet and take a moment just to think before you respond. Even if it's 5 seconds. Even you say, oh, well, let me get back to you on that. So that's what we want to do. Kind of want to detach and pull away for just a moment. You want to stay present, but you want to not put in any more negative emotion. If someone really is being negative, you don't want to add any more negative emotion into the mix. You want to be positive. You want to keep your cool, your presence, the who of who you are. You are loving, you are kind, you are intelligent, smart, and you don't want anything. You are a beautiful gem. You hear me? And so you don't want anything or anyone or any situation to diminish the who of who you are, the what of who you are, the how of who you are, how you show up in the world as kind, intelligent, and loving. No one can just diminish that, right? No one. And don't allow anyone to diminish that. You are smart and intelligent. Don't diminish that by swinging your neck and acting a nut and throwing chairs and mad, and now they got to escort you out the building. Boo. Pull yourself together. Take a moment. You're not gonna take me out of my cool. Oh no. Take a moment. All right, take a moment and gather yourself. All right, and love yourself in just one moment. Say, baby, I love you. You are better than that. Oh no. All right, so so we're gonna figure out what's real, what we bring and what we bring, and when we need to ask questions, we'll ask questions, right? Right? We won't be accusatory. We won't jump to any conclusions. We'll just be kind, and we'll stay in our grace, stay in our queenness, right? In our kingness, all right? Doesn't sound good? Feel good when I say it, all right? Kings and queens, all right? Beautiful gems, royalty, come on. 4, you're going to strategize, right? Your next steps. They don't like, see, they ain't gonna like that. They're not gonna like the new you, boo. All right, we transforming. Yes, we're butterflies. Yes, we're turning, we're diamonds, we're gems, we're rubies, we're rare, rare gems, right? Platinum, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So, you're going to strategize your next steps. And so it's in that silence that you can do that. If you need to whisper a prayer, you need to, just have a moment of silence. You can sit there and meditate with your eyes open. I've done it plenty of times. They're talking and I'm sitting there in my mind, because no one can control that but you, right? Nobody can hear that but you. No one knows what's going on in between your head but you. So no one can control that. So while they're doing whatever they're doing, you're strategizing. You're coming up with your next steps, your next plan. You're moving forward in this situation. How do you resolve this situation? Is it to ask questions, right? Open questions, not leading questions where you're trying to pin somebody. Not the ones where you're trying to pin somebody and wrap them up and make them trip over themselves and tell what they did, girl. Yeah, I got him, girl. I got him, girl. Not that. Oh, no. Not that, never that. What we're going to do is just ask questions to resolve the situation. And it's always about about the situation. We're not going to attack the person. We're not going to come after them. You know what I'm saying? Don't check me, boo. Don't come for me because I'm coming for you. Come for you. No. We're not doing any of that. What we'll do is stay in the conversation. All right? Stay in the conversation. Stay in the conversation, right? With grace and with finesse. And so sometimes we don't even know what to say next. Oh, my husband is a master at this. Oh my gosh. I wish really he would teach this, because he's taught me so much on this. Because I'm from Mississippi. I snap. I'm already, by the time you think that I should have snapped, I already snapped, right? And I had to learn to be quiet. And my daughter is so much like me. Oh my gosh, she got a mouth on her. And so, but she has a little bit more finesse than I do. I've been like, ooh, that stung me, Lord Jesus. So, but she's sweet and loving. Oh gosh, she's as sweet and loving as she can be. She really is. And she's so intelligent and so smart and so amazing. I love her, love her, love her. But she got a mama's mouth at times. And it doesn't come out often though, but it's there. But she's so sweet. She's so loving. And I think people who, like you and I, who love hard, we fight hard and we play hard too, right? And so when we get hurt or we get frustrated or angry, it's almost a shock to our system, because we're so loving and so kind, and we're just so always trying to bring out the good and the best in people. So then when someone hurts us or abandons us or is unjust to us in some way, we give, and we give so much love that we just don't understand it. We don't understand it. And sometimes we, act before we think. And that's all. That's all it is. We act before we think. And we've all done it. We've all done it. All of us. We've all done it. I'm guilty. You may be guilty. It's okay. It's okay. Forgive yourself. At the end of the day, if you go through whatever you're going through and you forget all these tips that I gave you, if you forget all these things that I gave you, it's okay. It is okay. You're going to be okay. Because we all get angry at times. We all get frustrated. So I want to give you the license to forgive yourself. But I also want to give you the license and the ability and the skills to transform yourself. Because that's what I've done. All right, time and time again, I've transformed old caterpillar ways and turned them into butterflies. And so that is my gift to you. Beautiful, amazing gem. To transform your life in ways that you could not have possibly imagined. And anger is one of the first things that we can do to transform our lives. We have to transform our own person. A lot of times we want to transform situations. We want things to change. We want more abundance, more happiness, more love, more joy. But we don't ever take the time to realize those things that are holding us back. And we don't realize that you can't go into a new situation with your old self. You, yourself, you have to transform. God has amazing plans and success for you. But we're not going to let things like anger get us out of the promised land. We're not going to let things like anger get us out of our destiny, right? So you get into your destiny, and then because of anger, the little foxes on the vines take you out of your success. How many times have we seen, famous people, athletes, and so many other people, once they get their success and they're in their lives and they're living these amazing lives, then what? Those old demons come and take them out of their success. And that's not going to happen to you, because we're going to make sure that, boo, you're ready. You are ready in every way for this amazing successes that God has for you. God has amazing, beautiful plans for you, and you're gonna make it. You are. You're gonna do amazing, 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 wonderful, beautiful things in your life. All right? All right. All right, guys, I love you so very much. So very much. And I will see you guys in the very next video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And know how much my entire family loves you. So much so my hubby is helping me with this beautiful presentation that I have shared with you. This beautiful teaching masterclass that I have shared with you guys. And so thank you so much for joining me and for being here with me on this journey. Share it with someone you love, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.